Hello, all of our Holly Hill Knights out there. This video is for our parents and students, welcoming you all back to the 2021 school year. I know it's going to be a little bit different this year, you guys, because we have some things that we have to take care of and some new procedures. So we decided we were going to make a video for you to watch before you return so that all of your questions can be answered about our new circumstances. As you know, we're dealing with the national pandemic, and so we have some new procedures on campus to help us get through. You'll see new procedures for arrival and dismissal. You'll see new procedures for our transitions in the hallway. We'll have new procedures in the classroom, and of course, our dining area for breakfast and for lunch. So enjoy the video, you guys. We are super excited to have our students back. It has been way too long without students, and we miss you so much. Can't wait to explain all the new procedures to you. And you guys, it's gonna be a great year, even though it's gonna look a little differently. We just have to be very safe, and when in doubt, mask up. Go Knights! Parents, one of the first things that you need to do each day is make sure that your child does not have any symptoms. If your child is running a fever or has any other COVID-related symptoms, please keep your child home and call the school to notify us. This step is critical to keep us all safe. Another important change this year is the use of masks. Anytime our students or staff cannot socially distance, masks must be worn. You can find a copy of our mask policy, School Board Policy 503, on our website. When you arrive to campus, all students must wear a mask. New this year, parents and visitors will not be permitted to enter the campus. For safety reasons, we are doing our best to reduce the number of people on campus, and thank you for understanding. We will use multiple points of entry, and temperature checks will occur for every student. If a student registers a temperature of 100.4 or higher, that student will wait 5 minutes to check the temperature again. If the temperature registers 100.4 or higher a second time, the student will be escorted to our isolation area, and an administrator will call the parent or guardian to pick up the student. Students who clear the temperature check will report to either the cafe for breakfast or to their designated waiting area. Students in VPK will go directly to their classroom. Kindergarten students will go to the elementary school music room. First and second graders will report to the media center. Third and fourth graders will go to the patio behind the cafe. Fifth grade will go directly to their classrooms. And grades 6 through 8 will go to the gym. If students elect to go to breakfast first, they will go directly to their designated waiting area after eating their breakfast. Every effort will be made this year to socially distance our students. During transitions, students in elementary school will wear masks and be escorted by their teachers. Students in middle school will also mask up during transitions. Hallways will be closely monitored during transition times to ensure compliance. Students will walk to their next location by using the right side of the hallway. Mealtime procedures will look a lot different this year as well. As students enter the cafe for mealtime, they will socially distance while waiting in line for their food. Floor decals will remind students where to stand so that they can maintain social distance. Seating in the cafe will all face one direction, and seats at each table will be labeled to keep students at a distance while eating. When students have their meal and are ready to eat, they can remove their mask and enjoy their food. Once the meal is over, they will put their masks back on. Class lunchtimes have been spaced apart to allow time for staff to sanitize the lunch tables between classes. Seating charts will be utilized to organize the flow of traffic and limit the number of people in each area. School breakfast and lunch menus and packaging will be converted to grab-and-go style to keep our cafe lines sanitary. Classrooms have been modified as well. Teachers have worked very hard to organize their classrooms to limit unnecessary furniture to make room for students to spread out. Students will be distanced to the greatest extent possible. Hand sanitizer and hand washing will occur upon entry and exit. Students in middle school will assist the teacher to sanitize their desks upon arrival and again before they leave. Textbooks, technology, and any learning materials needed for the daily lessons will be assigned to each student so that students will not have to share supplies. Seating charts will be utilized to eliminate any possibility of cross-contamination. And special area teachers will ensure that all student work areas are sanitized between each class. The mask policy is enforced in the classroom as well if the students are not 6 feet apart. As an added bonus, our district has purchased plexiglass shields for every student desk to further reduce the spread of germs. For social distancing, masks will not be worn while at recess, so it is very important for our students to keep 6 feet apart while they enjoy recess. Our playground equipment, however, will not be available at recess in an effort to reduce the spread of germs. Our original clinic will still function as it always has, taking care of any medical needs that our children may have. A secondary clinic will be utilized as a holding area for any students with a temperature of 100.4 or higher or any other COVID-related symptoms. The purpose of this secondary clinic is to ensure that students who are potentially infectious are isolated until a parent or guardian can pick them up. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, parents and visitors will not be permitted onto campus until further notice. Visitors that come to our main office will be required to wear a mask, and we will limit our front office visitors to 2 at a time. We will also change our media center procedures. We will utilize digital books, and students can reserve hard copies of books from the computer in their classrooms. The books that they select from the computer will be delivered to them in their classroom. Once books are returned to the library, we will quarantine the books for 72 hours and sanitize them before we reshelve. Student visitors to our media center will be socially distanced from other students, and their work areas will be sanitized when they leave. For dismissal this year, we will stagger the times for each group to reduce traffic. For example, bus riders will be dismissed first, then walkers and bike riders, and finally students who go to parent pickup. All students must wear a mask during dismissal. I hope that you found this video to be informative. If you still have questions about our COVID procedures, you can read the COVID plan on our website in its entirety. If you still have questions, please do not hesitate to call our front office. We are working hard to make sure that this year is safe, fun, and a time for all of our students to learn and grow. As always, go Knights!